Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. And here we are again. We're back for another load of fun on RaceRoom. We hope that you enjoy our stream this evening. We're going to set ourselves a little bit of a challenge. So, RaceRoom have released some new competitions on their platform, and there's 7 in total altogether. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and see how many of those 7 competitions we can reach the top 100 in terms of the leaderboard. So let's jump into the sim and see what kind of competitions we're looking at here. So let's jump on over here. So we've got, you probably won't be able to see that one hidden under the bottom, so we're just going to go to the very bottom here. As is the usual case with RaceRoom, you have a mixture of premium and free competitions. These ones down here, we have the Formula 4 at Portimao, which could be quite fun. We have the Monza at Monza, for the Decon Monza Group 5 car racing around Monza. We have the Aquila, which is this one here. I'm going to say it's the Galaressen Arena. I hope I got that right. But that's quite a fun little track actually. So those are the free ones, and we have the premium ones here, which are the DTM 2020 at Spa-Francorchamps, which could be quite a testing one. We have WTCR, which we tested last week, the 2020 cars at the Hungaroring. We have GT3 at Paul Ricard as well, and then there's this one, which is a special one for the Swedish Porsche Club, running a Cayman around Mantorp Park. So we're going to see how much of these we can actually get on, and see if we can actually make the top 100. So I've got a bit of a strategy here. So the premium competitions tend to not have as many people set their lap times on it, because a lot of people tend to focus on the free-to-play ones. So I figured that if I hit the premium ones first, then there's a better chance of potentially getting a top 100, then we can move on to the next one. So that's the name of the game. So as soon as we hit the 100 mark, whether it be 99, 100, whatever it may be, as long as we're in that top 100, we exit and we go on to the next competition to see if we can keep the ball rolling. So welcome along, Rubbish Racer. Yeah, no problems about the tips of the Group C cars. I'm glad we managed to get it actually to work more to your liking, which is the main thing. Go for Group 5, start with madness and it can only get better. I might save some madness till later. Evening Funky, welcome back to the channel. Welcome both to you. It's good to have you on board with us every week. You guys are awesome. Okay, so I think the hardest one for me to drive will be the DTM cars, because they are tricky. So we're going to run this one to start off with, I think. Let's launch this, obviously get real mode, because that's full sim mode engaged. So do we go Audi, do we go BMW M4? I'm trying to remember back to when I did the DTM review which one I preferred, but I think I'm going to go with the BM just because it's quite a cool looking thing. Now this one isn't fixed setup, so there could well be some changes that we might need to make to try and improve our lap time slightly, but we'll try and persist with the baseline setup just to see how far up the leaderboard we can get. But please do let us know in the comments what you think we're going to get out of all these. So we've got 7 competitions overall. Let us know how many you think we can make top 100 before we finish our stream up this evening. So let's get cracking. DTM 2020 at Spa. Now, no traction control on these things, no ABS, just pure right foot control. These things are quite fun to drive actually, and who could possibly dislike Spa-Francorchamps? So we're just going to get a bit of a side lap in here just to get our eye in, I suppose. Down to Eau Rouge. Just trying to make sure we don't off track here. Now I've got my shoulder brace on tonight, so I'm feeling really tight across the chest and in my shoulder area here, just because I'm trying to preserve my shoulder as best as possible. Was I saying about staying on track? Okay, that's fine. Exploratory lap. Yeah, so I'm going to be hopefully able to keep things together in terms of my shoulder help it to feel a little bit better, but at the moment it's already twinging, so yeah, this could be interesting. Oh no, don't knock me out, whatever whatever you do. Yeah, go for it. See what kind of lap times you can put in. And let us know where you end up as well. That's a great idea, play along. But obviously keep the stream on as well so you can see how we're all getting on. Wonder if I can take that flat through there. It's going to be... that's not Spa. Where's the bus stop? Yeah, I know. It's not a proper bus stop anymore, is it? I must admit, if you haven't seen the video already, we did the video for the latest update for Automobile Blister 2, and we tried out the Epic Group C cars and the classic version of Monza, well, not classic, but 93, which has the proper bus stop, which I think is where this car is going to be the trickiest on this modern version, I think, just trying to get the power down through there. Right, this time we're going to keep it on track and we're going to set ourselves a lap time. I mean, modern Spa-Francorchamps just as fun for me to drive. I mean, the majority of the circuit hasn't really changed that much. Oh, I really feel the load through Radion. Down the long Kemmel straight towards Lake Holm. On the brakes just a touch earlier, just to allow us a chance to actually get the car stopped. Lead the power in gently. Could probably take quite a bit more speed through a lot of these corners just because the DTM cars have quite a significant amount of downforce. But for now, we just want a lap on the board. And we'll see where we end up. Missed the apex to put on in there. Now these cars do have push to pass and DRS as well, so I'm not sure whether that's allowed, because that will make a really big difference going up the long straights. But we'll see how we get on without it for now. Take it flat. Yeah, I think so. Just get it stopped. No. And the next lap's invalidated as well. Okay, fine. Let's restart that and go again, because I'm not doing a whole another lap. Yeah, the 93 layout is spectacular. I like what you've been doing with the Group C cars as well, Funky, with your short races going from wet weather to dry. I'm going to have to give that a try myself, I think. Well, so far on our challenge we haven't even set a lap time, so that's a good start, isn't it? Never mind, we'll get there. We will. The biggest challenge is going to be adapting between all the different cars that we're running, because they're all very, very different. But that's one thing I like. Too much these days in modern motorsport, you have drivers who are focused so much on one particular type of car that when it comes to something else they don't really get on with it very well. So back in the olden days, when you had the likes of Graham Hill, Jim Clark, etc., they would drive pretty much anything that they were given. Everything from Formula 1 cars through to Lotus Cortinas, Jaguar Mark IIs, Can-Am cars. They'll just drive a lot. So it's good to be well-rounded and have a good overall ability in most cars, even if it does mean that maybe you're not as accomplished as you could be in a particular category. But I find it's more fun that way. To drive all sorts of stuff. And that's obviously the beauty of sim racing. Right, this time we're going to hit the brakes earlier. And we got it stopped. Don't spin. Now, is the line before the source or afterwards? I didn't notice. It's there. 325? Oh no. This could be an unsuccessful evening. But to be fair, I was taking it quite easy. We're already 2/10 up on that time, so we'll go again. Yeah, 20 laps starting from 4 AM, so in the night, 15 times progression. Storm, light rain, then overcast and clear. Amazing. Now, I'm not doing this challenge as a form of bragging to say, look how fast I am. This is merely just for a bit of fun, just to try and see what we can achieve. Because when I've tried the competitions in the past, I've been able to pretty much get myself into the top 10 on a reasonably consistent basis. So it's a chance to try and see if we can make that happen on a much shorter time scale. Half a second up so far. Should give us a decent increase in lap time. Hey Azaris, Kimi's done F1, Rally, NASCAR, etc. Yeah, Kimi is one of those who can drive anything, and that's good. We like Kimi. Threw it all the way. Well, still good quarter of a second. How's that put us? 298. Okay, let's see if we... I don't know what my button is for DRS, so let's have a look and see if I've got that mapped. I may not even have it mapped. DRS, oh, I do have it mapped, but I don't know what that is, so I'm just going to set it to that one and see if it happens. Push to pass, set it to that one, see if we can use that as well. Why not? Any advantage at this point is going to be is going to be required, I think. How far off are we? Let's go find us here. That's not us. That's your Magnus. Right. Where are we? 298, something like that. Was it 298? Maybe not. Anyway, probably miles off. That's the crux of it all. Okay, so it looks like DRS does nothing. So it's all going to be down to pure driving. Not the greatest run down the hill, but we know where we can make up time, definitely at the bus stop, or the non-bus stop, the final chicane. So quick through there. Trying to hang on to it. We may need to change our angle of attack at some point and just go for something that's potentially a little bit easier, just so we can at least get one on the board without spinning. I may have been slightly over-ambitious with my target for this, but you've got to have a goal, you've got to try for something. Right, it's a better exit. Now we just need to hold on to it through the fast one. So I was nice and over to the left. Too much turning going on up there. I didn't let the car run as freely as it should have done. That's okay, we're still up on our previous one, which we were improved on last time. Just trying to be careful because I just know how slippery this rear end can be. I'm also not sure where the off tracks are around here as well, so I don't want to be on a really good lap and then just throw it away by getting a lap time disallowed. Rear suspension soften a few clicks, you reckon, Azaris? Okay, we'll give that a try. Let's get this lap done, hopefully. No. Yeah, I do wonder if I can take that flat, you know. Probably can. You looked at getting RaceRoom, but it won't work on Linux. You actually are using Linux? I thought that was a joke from last time. That's a shame if it doesn't work. Okay, better exit, 7 tenths up. Where's this going to stick us? 248. And you're 150 places to go. Alright, okay, let's take those setup changes into account. So soften the rear suspension, you reckon? Let's have a look. Right, rear. When you say soften the suspension, you're thinking more damping or... Yeah, slow rebound, slow rebound, slow rebound. Let's turn that down a few bit. Rebounds where it's going to be firing back up again. Fast rebound. Slow bump, so it's going to sit down, you want to soften it off when it's sitting down. It's going to sit down quicker, okay. Let's try a couple of clicks there and see what happens. Hopefully I did that right, but we will find out. If we're not finding any progress on this, we're going to have to turn our attention to something else just to see if we can get a win or a pass mark. Source. First corner wasn't great, but maybe that should allow a slightly better run through here. The DRS, I'm clicking the button, it's not giving it to me. Go, it's a better run through there, back in the green, it's what we like to see. of an early short shift through there just to try and get the back end in check. Let's try and keep this flat this time. Yeah, it's better. Spring rate on the dampers. Okay, we'll put them back. But so far we're up, so it worked, so we'll see. Still loads of time on the table, I reckon, through the bus stop. Yep, that's better. Okay, 8/10 up. How's this going to do? Oh no, we're into the 200s, but... Okay, spring rates. We're making progress, but not as much as I would like. Come on, let's do this. Spring rates. Whack those down a bit to there. Okay, let's go again. Let's go rapid fire. Whether this will work with the damper change, I have no idea. Yeah, I didn't change the fast damping rates just because I was just looking at weight transfer. Felt weird going into that. But yeah, I shall definitely look at doing the fast rebounds for the curb strikes. Feels very soft on the rear now. I may have done that too much possibly, but they were on maximum stiffness, so too late on the brakes through that. Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to just push those back up just a bit. Probably did a bit too much on those. Fast bump front. Soften that off so it's not so aggressive. Fire that up so that it comes back down. Same on the rear. Okay. Let's go again. Needs to be better on the brakes. I don't feel like I'm getting as much out of the brakes as I would like. Hi Stephen, welcome along. Reduce the gears a click. I'll check the revs at the end of the Kemmel straight here and just see if I'm maximising them or not. Default setup is crazy. Caught it. Just going too deep into Rivage. No, you're right. Those 93 curbs are not for touching. So, question for you guys to ponder over and think on and give your answers to. Oversteer or understeer? I'll leave that with you. Project cars, 2 curbs, ones that don't affect anything. They either don't affect the car or they pull it off to the left hand side or right hand side of the track, depending. No, gentle. Gentle on the throttle. It's better out of there that time. Good pins. Be brave. Okay, not so bad so far. Slightly better through there that time. Now we're there. We're getting there now. Thunder for the horse. Yeah, I know. Too keen. It's not a great way to drive, I will be honest. Just get excited, you know, you think, oh yeah, I can get out of here nice and quick. No. The other option is you get a good couple of splits under your belt, and you think this is going to be the lap I'm going to go quicker, and then you just start to go slower just because you don't want to lose it, you just want to protect that lap. It's just a crazy way to think, but it happens. Ooh, half a second up, that's good. That'll give us a nice chunk, hopefully. 152. We're getting ourselves dialed in now, a little bit. Still 52 spots to make up, but the differences are still quite small, 0.003 and 007, so oh, that's too late. It's going off my braking point in GT3, which is usually in front of that curb, but no, didn't get that stopped. I'm just going to do a quick check on my Fanatec pedals here, because I just want to make sure I'm actually getting the most out of them. Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Because they have a nasty habit of when you load the PC up, I've got them set to a certain slider, and then when you first go into them, it's not registering the full amount, but you have to kind of move the slider slightly, then back up to where you want it, and it picks it up fine. It's just a really annoying thing you have to constantly make sure you're doing. Okay, so 207 possible. 207.4 we're on. It's 0.4 knock off. Yeah. I like your optimism, Funky. I hope that I can hopefully I can be that optimistic too. Well, too busy looking at your comment about the source. Well, I didn't get that run out because I just didn't make the corner. So later Apex for the run out. Yeah, see, I've always been wanting to kind of get the nose in there really early. It's probably not the right way of doing it, but whether it just helps with the camber of the road, just trying to get the car pointed in. But I will try a later Apex and see if that helps. Appreciate the tips. Right, late Apex. Norman, welcome along. Greetings from the Bermuda Islands. Really? Wow. Welcome. That's awesome. Thank you for tuning in to humble North Wales. Good to have you with us. Okay, so we're down already on this particular lap, and it's not going to get any better. Right, okay, I'm going to give myself 2 more runs of this, and if it's not going to improve, we're going to move on to the next one, and then if we have time we'll come back to this and see if we can crack those last 52 spots. In the meantime, let's see, what can we do to help the rear? Anti-roll bar is quite soft-ish. Let's stiffen that up a little bit. See, the wings like really high, but I know there's a lot of really fast corners, and if I take that off with this car, I'm just going to be all over the place. Be brave. Right, okay. 2 clicks, never even known. It's yeah. You can read the chat as long as it's on a straight or a corner where you don't have to think about it too much. You get used to it after a while. So with our added manual DRS, let's see what kind of extra straight line speed that gives us. Despite my poor exit from turn 1. Yeah, less ring, so I've taken a couple of clicks off. Yeah, wild. Gets to the point where Eau Rouge and Radion's no longer flat. Okay, come on then. Let's get it stopped. And of course, because we're running less wing, braking distances will be affected. As will cornering speeds through the likes of there. 0 wing A in full line. That's my lock up from before. I almost followed it. 0 wing. Yeah. You've seen my right foot control, haven't you? Yeah, no one's watching. No one's viewing the fact that I'm making a right hash of this. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Right. Next. Right, okay. So we didn't do too badly there. We're in the top 150. It's not a bad start. Okay. Next one on the list. Let's go Paul Ricard, and we're going to go with the M6 because it's the only GT3 car that I own because I'm poor. We'll run with this one and see how we get on. So Paul Ricard, land of the tarmac runoff and psychedelic painted lines. I'm not sure which layout this is, so we'll find out when we get on there. So I'm not expecting a lap first time out because I'm probably going to run off somewhere because I'm thinking it's one layout, but actually it's not. The 1CV2. Okay. Very different view in this car, as in you can't see anything because it's set so low. You can obviously change that probably, but right. Now, the M6 GT3, I'm going to put it out there, is not my favourite GT3 car. It's an excellent looking beam you're racing. Please don't put it in the wall. I will try my very best. There we go. We're already got on off track. That's fine. We'll figure out where we're going first, then we'll go for a lap time. So yes, the M6 GT3, not my favourite GT3 car. It's just kind of big and generally doesn't make an awful lot of noise. Oh man, Paul Ricard's such a odd circuit. Alright. And this car, in comparison to the GTM, so different. Right, have we got a chicane to deal with down the back straight here, or are we simply just flat out? Looks like there might be some tyre barriers. Yes, we have a chicane. Okay. curb. Completely run off the track. Okay, so it's tighter there than I was expecting it to be. Everything else should be standard Paul Ricard now, so I should know my way now. This corner is so quick. Peanut butter and daffodils, yeah, perfect combination. Some of these corners just have a really weird feel to them. Oh man, getting any kind of lap in at this stage is going to be a win. What was I saying at the start of the stream about going for the easy ones first? Not really achieved that so far. Yeah, I might need to raise the seat in a minute if I can't spot where I'm going. Okay, so we've now figured out that the M6 is an understeery boat. Let's drive around it and see if we can keep it between the white lines and off the red, blue and other lines. Okay, we survived turn 1 and 2 down to this tight little complex down here. Smash the curb, not that much. Down to first here, get it rotated. Try and figure out where we're going because we can't see over the dash. Okay, and we're off down the straight. So far, with that lap time still in our hands, we haven't thrown it out the window. This time we're going to try and make the exit of the chicane. That's our goal. There it is. Okay, good. So far we're on for a lap. I just need to keep it neat and tidy through these next weird corners, apart from this one, which is just fun. Take that a lot quicker, but that's okay, we're still finding our feet. Get off that blue stuff. So this one's deceptively slow. Gotta keep it tight through there. There we go. Corners go on and the car doesn't want to turn. Okay, what kind of lap time and how far off the pace are we? Oh, 147? What? Well, that's super encouraging, we can beat that. Not driving like that, I won't. I'm going to do something about that. Understood. That's horrific. If you seat a little high and a little far back in your setup. Here, personally, yeah, I'm very limited in my options. I'm on a swivelly office chair, an MDF desk, which has more bearing than a 747, and yeah, very limited room. So I'm kind of making do with what I've got. I get lucky and there aren't 100 people on RaceRoom or own Poor. See, that's where I was coming from. With the idea of the premium ones, there's less people who set lap times on it, so in theory, we should be able to get higher up the rankings quicker. That was my theory anyway. It may go out the window. Right, so anti-robbers. Let's stiffen the front up a little bit. We'll stiffen the rear up as well. And try it out. Okay, last corner. Perfect run. Yeah, the only reason I have Paul Ricard is because it's part of the European track pack, so I wouldn't have bought it otherwise. It's not my favourite place, really, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's okay. It's not like it's a a rubbish track, but with the right car, it's quite a lot of fun. And this first corner is not my favourite layout. The faster one's better. So if you're taking, say, the Group 5 cars around here, they're actually quite a laugh, and well, the Group C cars, which are on RaceRoom as well. So. Okay, so we're up marginally on our time, very marginally. It is a super sneaky tactic. Because if I go into the free ones, there's like thousands of people on there, and there's so many quick sim racers out there. Just trying to get anywhere near the top on there is going to be a challenge in itself, even if I've driven the cars a lot more, or driven the circuit a lot more. Let's go again. Now I would normally put my I'll put the race line on, but I'm going to do it without because we like a challenge. I only put the race line on for hot lapping because on RaceRoom especially, it's just so easy to see where your braking points are, and just so you can make sure you hit them accurately every time. So if you had a fast lap, that's made the understeer worse. Would you believe it? Okay, let's go the opposite direction. And some more mechanical grip. We'll do it this way. And go again. We can do this. We can get top 100. Control is telling me I'm doing too much. Okay, this time 3-turn 1 and 2 without going off. Let's get it stopped. Chucking it in there, it's just like traction controls are like, no, you cannot do that. I'm not going to allow it. So we're already 4 tenths down, that's not good. Restart that. See the vision, because I think the best steering control makes use of your shoulders and a little on your arms. It's better to torque the car into the direction. Yeah, I definitely see what you mean. It should, in theory, be set up correctly because you should have your wrists on top of the wheel, so the arm distance should be okay. The main difference being is that my shoulders aren't supported by a tall back seat. My seat's really quite low, it only kind of comes to the middle of my back, so that's why my movement seems to be a little bit awkward at times, possibly. But unfortunately I've got to make do with what I've got, and we get by. But it's definitely food for thought. As sim racers are always looking to improve our setups in any way possible, so that's part of the fun of it. We're just kind of tinkering around with it and getting it more and more to our liking. Okay, so despite a really horrific first section, we're 100th faster so far. 200th faster. It's doubled our increase. Right, let's get the chicane nailed. He says, yes, nailed as in completely missing it. This is what happens sometimes when you get into hot lapping mode. You think, I've got time to make up, therefore I must drive faster and harder. But what that actually translates to is driving worse and worse. So, you've got to slow things down, calm it out, and just focus. That's all you got to do. And obviously that's easier said than done. No traction control, we don't want that, that's good. There's a chance at least. really tricky section because it's not flat. You kind of have to give it a little bit of a breathe off the throttle just to stop it from running off. But that's a better first sector. Yeah, my FOV is quite a long way back, but running a single screen as well, so I need to look at it really and optimise that. It makes such a big difference when you have FOV changes though. You're all disorientated to start off with until you get used to it again, so just about kept it on. Can't remember the last time we drove this part of the track. Seems like ages ago. We're 7/10 up, let's keep it that way. It's a big old curve on the inside there, but we're up, so let's see, can we get our first big tick of the night? No! 3 places we've got to make up, come on, we can do that. Okay, that's a good start to the lap, let's keep this going. We'll make up 200s. Keep off this curve on the left here just because it's so unsettling. Actually lost time to that first section there. Let's see if we can gain it back on the rest of the lap. Stop this time. We slipped a couple of tenths back. Come on. I'll leave it in 5th this time. That's better. That's it. Off tracks. Got me. Okay. Finish the lap off so we can kind of get used to this part of the circuit again. Keep it tight through here where we can. That one if we can, but I didn't. Okay. So, let's try and get that. We only need 200s, that's it. Well, maybe a little bit more than that, but it's not much. Again, we've got 2 tenths in the first little section of corners there. Let's see if we can this time try and bring that all the way through. It's better run that time through. Still just about 2 tenths up. Just what we need. That's a bit of time through there, but yeah, so my screen's only a 21.5 inch, it's tiny really. far off now. I think we're just gonna miss out. Yeah. Come on. When we get to these tiny little details, it just gets infuriating. That's really I'm going to use the curb a little bit on the inside there to kind of pull the car around. Seems to sort of help. 3.5 tenths up at the moment. Just can't throw that away in the last sector again. It's there for taking. Somehow that was faster. No idea how. Ah, are you kidding me? I should have had that then. Millimeters is what we're talking then, running off track. Tell you what, he's just scrambling around. It's probably a massive amount we can actually change with this. Tyre pressures, what are they on? Can't change them. Camber, let's put a bit more on the front. Why not? Stand the rears up a little bit more. Go again. Just kind of want to get this one finished now. We're just so close because we can just move on to the next one. Right. Keep it quick. Keep it in the white lines. Bunch of time through there then. Too much curb. So I might not touch that one again just to give myself a chance at least. That's all I'm asking for. It's not much. Gained a little bit of time through there, but enough. Really got to maximise the run through here. Oh, we might have it. Have we got it? please be under 100. 88, I'll take that. Right, next. That's a relief. Okay. Competitions. Next one. TCR fixed setup this time, so there's no excuses on my part. Let's go with that one. Hungaroring and TCR. I did a bit of a time trial thing around here before in the past, and it's worked really well, and we've been reasonably quick. Now, from our last stream, do I go the Alpha because that was quicker on Laguna Seca, or do I go with the Audi, which is solid? Let's try the Alpha. Let's try it. Why not? We can always change if we need to. Right. Well, we got 1. So 1 out of 7. Not bad. Glad I got that one out of the way. That DTM one's so tricky though. It's just, oh man, so difficult to drive. Okay. From rear wheel drive to front wheel drive. Bit of a transition. Here I know what the track limits are. There's a the trickiest part of it, I think, is the fast left-hander up the hill. Can't remember what the turn number is. So let's see how we get on around here with the new TCR cars, which are really good fun to drive. Slightly slower pace, but amazingly less understeer than the M6. This is the corner right here, so we've got to keep it tidy through here. Just like that, as Tommy Cooper would say. Okay. Readjust brain. You're not driving a rear-wheel drive car, you can't chuck it through corners, you have to be smooth and gentle. And if I can't control this, then the Audi may be coming out. But the Alpha was a rocket, so we will see. Hungaroring is an interesting circuit. It's got quite a few slowish kind of mid-speed corners in the middle section, which really require quite a rhythm. So if you don't have that rhythm going through there, then yeah, so you slow it down, Phil. Come on. Okay, well, let's get our bearings. We'll ignore that. Get our bearings and just get used to the car. This tight little chicane here. This thing's lively. Flat out through there. A little bit of a tap of the brake through here, maybe a bit more. Shift down. Okay. Just trying to remember how this all goes again, because you get into a rhythm when you drive a certain track, and then so much more speed you can take to there. You get into a rhythm, and then if you change, do something different, it's hard to pick it back up again. Okay. Just need to balance the car on the throttle, balance the car on the brakes as well, and get it stopped for corners where it needs to stop. Okay. Get it slowed earlier here. cut there, but we got away with it. Right, slow it down. Okay, that's considerably better than last time through there. Too much sideways. You really do have to kind of hang on through here. With a correction mid-corner. Not too bad though. Right. This corner is faster than you think, but not quite as quick as you think. Okay, so we're going to get a lap time on the board here. Thankfully we didn't run off track there. So what kind of work have we got to do? Ah, that's that 250 mark again. Okay, there's time on the board. Definitely very conservative in some parts of the track, so it'll be time to find all over. Funnily enough, when I was doing the TCR competition around here a while back, I think it was the World TCR Esports competition qualifier, I actually was using the Honda. I know I mentioned in the stream last week that I didn't really get on with the Honda because there's a massive pillar in the way and you can't really see much. But I actually found the Honda around here to be a quicker option. Scribbling off a whole lot of speed there. I think in the last split we were 7/10 up, which is considerable, but I've probably thrown a little bit away with that sideways moment. Not being able to get the power down there because I was too eager to get the throttle on. Still 7/10 up, 188. Okay, 88 spots to gain. That's where it starts getting trickier. Okay. Just got to figure out where the biggest gains are going to be, where am I losing up most, so I'll probably say through here. Just about got away again. A bit slidey through there that time. Let's try not get too sideways through here. A little bit better, but probably not as neat as I'd like it to be. So anyway, question from earlier, oversteer or understeer? What are your thoughts? Which one do you prefer? gone a bit quicker, it's 168. Up a few positions off. Okay, what I'm going to do though, because I'm feeling it's quite unstable, I'm going to load up the Audi and just see. Oops, go back. Competitions. Right, Audi, we'll go with Gilles' black, yellow and red one. There we go, loading in. I just feel the Alpha's, it's probably reasonably quick, but it's a super unstable. So hopefully the Audi in this fixed up arena is going to be a little bit more forgiving for someone like me who's just jumping into these cars again after having driven something completely different. Okay. Up and over the line. Let's see what the Audi can do. I don't know, is it? Was the Megane on BOP before? It'd be interesting if it has. Might be worth a try. Come on, though. Concentrate. Not second. But even with my poor driving through there, it's just okay. Reset. That's just not working. Okay. New start. The Audi. What can it do with my clumsy feet? Yeah, oversteer, a bit more fun. I can definitely see that for sure. Some people prefer oversteer to understeer, some people prefer understeer purely because it has an element that you can actually kind of drive around it a little bit, but I had plus 10 kilos in a ranked event. Wow. Check the leaderboard to see if the Megane takes his hot spots. Let's do that now, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Leaderboard. At the very top. Oh, would you look at that? Meganes everywhere, apart from one lonely Lincoln Co. Well, I guess the Audi's out the window. That's a good shout. That's a very good shout. I would normally look at leaderboards when you've got multiple cars like this. I would normally look at the leaderboards to see what cars are going quickly, because there are usually one or two cars which are better than the rest. I'll choose this black one here. But yeah, that's a big old sign that the Megane's quick. Controllable understeer, yes. Uncontrollable oversteer, no. Yeah. We'll come to uncontrollable oversteer soon when we come to Group 5 cars. David prefers oversteer if anything because you can apply control to it, but understeer you seem to have to wait for it to come back to you. Yeah, yep. Definitely a heavy bias towards a bit of oversteer. And if I'm being honest, that's kind of what I was expecting. Plus it's more fun, as Frankie said, yeah, definitely. Okay, Megane, can you take me into the top 100? Let's find out. Yeah, front end feels okay so far. One corner in, early days though. Ah yes, it's those aggressive downshifts again. Do you want to do what with the gears? You want to go down? Here, have some massive clunks to let you know you've done it. Wow, okay, that was neat through there. This is a different class. Not first gear through there though, that's for sure. So I bet it's the McGann Cup in the ranked races then. Ah, that's too greedy with the curve on the exit there. It almost doesn't feel front-wheel drive at all, in some respects. If you want this to, I can drive my work van in real life. Not that you've ever had understeer in your work van, obviously. Renault room racing experience. That just completely messed the braking up there. Too busy laughing and thinking about funking his work van. Well, work vans are meant to be driven, huh? It's like rental cars when they're not yours. Okay, concentrate. Here we go. Strange how the McGann is that much quicker. I know it's a new car and obviously there must be some BOP adjustments to make to bring it in line with everything else, but when you've reworked the physics in general for the 2020 cars, you'd have thought that parity would be worked in from the beginning. It's just ice racing through there, come on. Well, we only need 68 spots. Just need to get my act together and stop messing around and get a decent lap in for a change. It is a shame if one car is considerably quicker than everything else, because it's always nice to have a bit of variety. Oh, okay. Self-employed, it's mine, but don't drive it like it's mine. Still a work van. I had understeer on a bus once. I'll read the rest of that in a minute, but I don't have to concentrate going through mad corners. Joining, no passengers, just joining us, the entrance road may have been the diesel spur. Oh yes. Would have been an interesting experience, especially with the way the brakes work on those things. And rear wheel drive being in the bus. Oh Phil, come on, what are you doing? That's not the line through there. Okay, come on. This lap, we're gonna put it together and concentrate. Good run out of here, and just ruin the lap because we have an off track. Right, okay. One more run with this. If we're not going to get anywhere with it, we'll try something else and get ourselves in a position. To stop being so exuberant. All this talk of oversteer just makes you just want to do that. Okay. I thought I was going to get it off track for that, but I didn't. My ex was a bus driver, she drove scary fast. When you get all that weight taken off. Come on, don't mess this next one up. That's it. Okay. 3 more corners to go. A bit quiet then, I was focusing. Come on, this should be a better lap. 116. 7/10 quicker. 16 more spots. Can we do this? If we can get this one under the belt, that would be excellent. The WTCR cars are very popular on RaceRoom for good reason. Let's focus on this last lap. So may go quiet for a moment. Did we keep that together? Just see some green. Yes! We'll take that. 94. That's 2. Okay. Excellent. There was a point where I wasn't thinking I was going to get that, but we did. So good shout, Azaris, to go with them again. Okay. GT3, tick. Hungarian tick. Free to play one's time. Let's go crazy. Let's take the Monza to Monza. If the Alpha was slidey, then this one is just going to be completely different. This is going to be Slidey McSlideface. you know, we've got lots of power, and big slicks, big V8. I haven't got my H-pad map, so we'll just do the paddles. Feels like cheating. Right, what are we dealing with here? What we're probably dealing with is a fair amount of arm waving. This thing is so good, it's a rocket in a straight line. It sounds awesome. Braking point for here, probably way back there. Oop, don't shift to neutral, that doesn't help the situation. Thanks guys, it was hard forward actually, I had to work for that. Whoa. We have lift at the front. Okay, this chicane, my least favourite. Towards Lesno 1 and 2. Turn in. So if the TCR cars are supposed to teach you throttle control, this is where you apply it. Scary. But okay, that lap's gone. That's okay though. It's getting used to the beast, which is the deck on Monza. I love how you can just look into the scoop there and see the ram pipes on top of the engine there. It's awesome. Okay, let's keep it third gear for parabolic, and no, second gear. Just be gentle. And that was being gentle. Okay, we won't stop that lap. Let's try that again. I love the little icon on the left there which says player control. It's very apt. Because having control is something I require at the moment with this thing. Okay, here we go then. We know what this thing's like to drive now, so let's try and tame it. Sure, I stopped it much better last time. Okay, bring those braking points back. Stop being so enthusiastic and thinking you're in a GT3 car still. Or a GTM. This is not either of those cars. Okay. We're out of the parabolica. Brake early. Get it stopped. Yeah, so about 250 marker, which is not your usual braking point for turn 1 here at Monza. Be prepared for the understeer as you get through the higher speed section there, Curva Grande. Okay. Survive, sort of. Important corner to get right this one, you've got to carry speed if you can. But with the power of this thing, it just absolutely fires you off down the straight. Okay, we need to brake earlier for this one because we landed wide. Up over the curb if we can get away with that. time. Okay. That was our first proper go through Ascari, really. So we now know we need to be gentle with the throttle. It's a gentle drift all the way through there. Anyway, Azaris, how are you getting on? Tell us how you're getting on with your hot lap challenge as well. Which one are you running? It's probably well ahead of me on the leaderboard, wherever that might be. So not used to lifting through there, let alone dabbing the brakes to get the front back. It's popping and banging on the overrun. You wonder whether 100 people manage a valid lap in this thing. Yeah, we could do. We could get a valid lap. It's just... I just get so excited thinking, oh yes, I'm actually going to finish this lap off. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, see, hot lapping, it's got its merits. I mean, obviously it's very different to regular kind of sim racing where you're up against other cars and trying to battle with them. I enjoy a little bit of hot lapping every now and again. Obviously I enjoy racing as well, but sometimes a bit of casual hot lapping just helps to melt away some of the memories of the day, just to kind of loosen you off and just enjoy driving a car at absolute maximum. Well, as maximum as you can get. We will be doing some more events on the channel soon as well, so we're not going to do too much in the way of hot lapping, just to keep things interesting. So we're going to look to host an event very soon. But, hopefully some of you guys can join us on. Do you start with warm tyres? I think so. I think so. They do tend to go off quite quickly afterwards, and that's probably down to my driving, but I do notice that you have a good amount of grip straight away. Yeah, so they're optimum tyre lengths. Hence why I can't change the tyre pressures, presumably. Okay, so if I can get out of here in one piece, we might have a lap time on the board. Which is... expecting a start finish straight back there. 147 we're in, okay. So a maximum break for snooker players. Got our 147 down. Let's go quicker if we can. You can see the split there. I think it may have been green, but not sure. So there should be another split coming up just past this bridge here. Not that I'll be able to look at it because I'll be too busy braking. I'm trying to get this thing stopped. Oh, we're at half a second. Of course we are. That's why I end up running off track. Yeah. That might be the tactic through there, just chuck it sideways, because it seemed to get through the last part of the Ascari chicane quite nicely that time. I didn't check to see if this one's fixed or not. I don't think it is. So whether we dare try and amend setup in this thing. Let's try and use the torque rather than being too low of a gear through Parabolica. Well, so far the brace is keeping the shoulder in place. Not that it's going to pop out or anything like that, but come to a standstill then. Yeah, AMS2 does require some tyre warming. Oh dear me. Right, okay, let's have a look. Can we change it? Car setup. We can change things. Oh goodness, what can we do here? We want the front end to be a bit better on the fast stuff. We want a bit more mechanical grip on the rear, so we're going to soften that off a bit. Maybe close down a touch as well. Same with there. And try that. This is probably just going to be pure death. Because you got oversteer to start off with. Softer, more wallowy car. Less chance of controlling it? Who knows? We'll find out. Okay, I wonder what kind of lap time we've got to get to reach our target on this one. Not too bad through this first chicane actually. Not too bad at all. So, a slight lift off the throttle just to stop it from pushing on. Okay, not too bad through second chicane. Missed Lasmo 1. It's a bit snappy. And these Group 5 cars are really fun to ride, but I do love them, even if they are a bit of a handful. Launched it off the sausage curve. Ah, we were up again as well. Okay, let's get fresh tyres. It's there. The time is there for sure. Just need to get a scurry right. Really, everywhere else is not too bad. He says. Putting the lockers on myself once again. I think probably my favourite Group 5 car out of the lot on RaceRoom is probably the Capri. I just love the noise of that thing. You know, high revving inline 4, I believe, turbocharged obviously, massive boost on it. It's just so good. Yeah, It's definitely got the Chevy engine, that's for sure. Oh no. No. Not what I wanted to do. What's everybody's thoughts on Monza? I'm just going to put this out there because I get the impression that Monza is a bit of a Marmitey kind of track. I mean, yes, it's really fast, and you've got a lot of straights, which means the speed's really high, which is all very impressive because, you know, we love seeing cars going fast. But in terms of driving experience, you obviously go very fast, slow down to a crawl, and then go very fast again. Maybe a slightly unpopular opinion, but just not a huge fan of Monza. Don't get me wrong, I mean, you can have some good racing around here. There's some braking points which you can snake lines there. Some braking points which you can try and overtake people with. I don't know. Something just never really clicks with me around here, as you can tell. Yeah, mixed bag for you. Yeah, see, I get the impression that it's kind of like that for a lot of people. So you're a Manta GTE fan, yes. Capri 2.8. The original Capri. Very, very nice. Come on. We've got to nail this lap down. It's there. That's just not putting it all together. That's the main thing. Come on, let's get the braking right. Turn one. So it's completely missing the braking point, but somehow getting it stopped. Everybody hates Monza. It's a very sweeping statement. But I'm probably inclined to agree. A lot of people hate Monza. There will be its fans. Mostly Ferrari fans. Ride that wave of power and understeer it. Okay, we're through Lesmo 1 and 2, half a lap done, now it's just a scar, which so far hasn't been very kind to us. So we'll get it stopped, hopefully. Not get it off track. Be careful on the throttle through the last part before we can apply full throttle down the straight, and we're through. Probably not the quickest, but we've kept it on the island, that's the main thing. Right, so this should hopefully be an improvement, I'd like to think anyway. Is it enough? Can we go 47 places up? Yes we can! 95, okay. Monza. Completed it. Okay. We're on a roll! We are on a roll. So, pour a car is complete. Hungaroring, yes please. Monza, done. Okay, we have the Porsche at Mantorp Park, the Aquila at Galleressen, and the Tartarus F4 at Portimao. What does everyone reckon? That's what I want to put it out to you guys and see what you think. What should we go for? What should we go for? I'll wait to your comments before we make a decision here. Definitely prefer Imler if comparing modern layouts. Yeah? Yep, no, Imler is good. Much more technical, much more challenging. I mean, Monza's challenging in its own way, but yeah, Imler's a proper circuit really, for me. So, Porsches, Aquilas, Tartarus F4. What do we reckon? This is entirely up to you guys. Go back to Spa with the DTM and try and conquer that, but I'm not ready for that punishment yet. If no one's going to make a choice, I'm going to have to make one myself. I'm hovering over the F4. Let's have a look at the leaderboards to try and make an idea. So there's 1,800 people on this one. It's quite a few. Let's have a look, see how many are on the Aquila. $1,203. The possibility of claiming another victory there. How many are doing the Porsche at Mantorp? 1,400 again, so yeah, quite a few on there. Yeah, you can see some quick guys right at the top. Okay, well, I think we're going to go with the Aquila. I'm going to give this one a try. Again, just going off the law of averages in terms of numbers, so having less people in it is a better opportunity for me to maybe be further up that table, possibly. Maybe. This is quite a nice little circuit actually, it's got quite a nice flow to it. I'm not entirely sure exactly where it is. I think it's in Sweden, but don't get me wrong, don't quote me on that because I think I could be wrong. This is a fun car. No preference for funky. Okay, we've made our decision on this one, so let's go for it. So, big heavy braking point to turn 1 here. Let's see, the force impact's a lot lighter in this than it was in the Monza. Can't imagine why. Something to do with the lack of power steering. Bumpy through there. Very bumpy through there. So bumpy it completely locked my brakes. Must brake earlier through there then. Remember that for next time. Just trying to relearn the circuit here because it's been a while since I've been around here. Last section coming up there. Last time I went round here I was actually in the silhouette cars, which are the fictional cars here on RaceRoom. So it's a little bit different to the machinery I've been driving on here before. But this Aquila is really nice. Remember the bumps this time round. So flat out through here, and we'll get on the brakes a little earlier. Yeah. With all the elevation changes and the bumps and things, it's quite hard to know how much throttle you can actually take over the apex of these corners. It's quite a fast little final chicane section there. Okay, so we've got ourselves a lap time on the boards. Wasn't amazing. 468, okay. Yep. Work to do. Where are you going, Phil? That's not the track, that's the grass. Cut there. Pace note says cut. So I went for it. So let's see how much speed we can take to this last section here. It's not flat. Okay, picking up speed a bit more now. Should be an improvement hopefully. Yep, 303. Oh, yeah, that was too much brake. Too much brake input. Come on, Shelfer, don't let me down. Let's try and figure out just how much speed you can carry through that last corner, because it has a couple of different apexes to it, so we'll figure that out as we go. Probably a bit too late on the old brakes there. Here's me saying the law of average would work out better for us here, but could be in for a bit of a tough ride. That's too much for my car. There's more pop rivets than an 80s metal band leather jacket. Yes. Plenty of rivets on show in the cockpit of the Aquila. Okay, let's keep it together. Quite a lot quicker through there actually. Yeah, we're 4/10 up on our lap, but I'm sure there's more time. Don't cut. See how it goes. Yeah, alright. I felt like a better lap. What's the time going to say? 150. Most of that time must be down at the first corner then. It's kind of like a man on a hill. Good cross-referencing then. It is a very, very quick car though. Will be a little bit too quick for a circuit like this, but it's good fun. Oh, 109. Tidy up the first corner and carry that same amount of speed through. We should be in better position to get that. Oh, there we go, 2/10 up. This is going to be good, hopefully. Keep it together now. Honestly thought I'd cut too much then. That's deep. And that's off. No! Not really enough is all I can think of. It works. It works. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. It's another one in our sights on the radar. Oh, I love driving this thing. Even if I'm not driving it particularly well, but I do enjoy driving it. Just sounds like a V8 supercar, but with the downforce of, say, a Radical. It's so tempting just to kind of straight line that, because you think, oh yeah, that's where the corner is. Oh no, it's not. There's more time to be had from this bit here as well, that last corner I reckon. And through here, it's very vague for me at the moment, so I'm just trying to gauge where braking and turning points are. I'm just kind of on and off the throttle, which isn't helping our overall track speed, so there's loads left on the table in that last sequence of corners just to try and put it all together. Slower than GT3? Not sure, we'll have to do that comparison just to see. Felt like it was a bit better through there, but no, it wasn't. Oh, there's a meter through there. Yeah, 3/10 up. Iffy through there then. Oh, I thought I'd be clever by taking a nice tight line through there, but Sector 3 Studios have thought of that. 103s in GT3. Okay. That could also be me not being as quick as you, but yeah, it might be similar-ish, I suppose. So there we go. That'll teach me not to cut that white line on the inside there. Yeah, this is the one. I can feel it. Done this. Yep, there's that good first sector again. Really not optimising that corner at all. Throw away a good chunk of time. Yeah, thought so. It's not good enough. Come on. Okay, come on. GT3s must be quite a ride around here, actually. Very tight little track. It reminds me of well, a lot of the New Zealand tracks, just the layout and how they utilise the space. See, where can we actually get away with braking into here? We're about the 50 board, but just being more patient on the throttle. We only need 9 more spots, that's all we need. Felt very slowly there, and it was. Trying too hard now. Try and find a little bit of that rhythm back if we can. Getting the lines all wrong as well. You can probably tell me I'm not taking the right lines around here. Definitely do turn 1. Oh, come on, Phil. Come on. Stop pushing too hard. You just need to put it together, that's all. better first section. Let's try and keep that going. Yeah, soft hands, release the tension. Yep. Did we do it? We did it. That's the best one yet. 66th. Yes. All right. It's so frustrating. You get to that point, and you get really close, and then everything just falls off, and then you just can't get anywhere near it. And all of a sudden, it all comes together, and that's it. You're done. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 7 so far. Okay, let's go. Let's do another one. Let's try something completely different, because why not? We're going F4 Portimao. What a track, by the way. Liveries. Which one should we go with? Which one's the fastest? I'm going to go for this nice sleek looking yellow one here. Okay. Single seater is completely different to what we've driven so far. We've had touring cars, we've had GT cars, we've had prototypes. If anything, it's similar, more similar to a prototype, but really, it's nothing like it. Once again, I refuse to check whether this was a fixed setup or not, but let's find out how we get on. Yeah, FOV looks particularly bad in this single seater actually. Need some adjustments. Quite have the grip I was expecting to have. Aim for the sky. Doesn't matter if this lap's not going to count, I'm just going to get used to the car. It's twitchy, that's for sure. Although it's wings and slicks, you're still going to maintain as much speed as you can through the corners. It's slightly lower powered, so momentum is still key. So only real danger point is turn 1. So as long as we get ourselves stopped in time for making that curve on the inside, then shouldn't be too much of an issue getting a lap time on the board, hopefully. But just how good of a lap time. Okay, we're through. Again. shift was a little bit too late there. It was time to shift down to first gear when I'm already on the apex. Not enough speed carried through there. Didn't use all the road. Such a great circuit with all the elevation changes. It's good to see that F1's going back there again this year after the first ever race there last year. Yeah, I mean it's quite a long lap, so the times maybe elongated slightly, but it's probably going to be quite close, just because the nature of this car, I reckon. Wobble, yeah, there's definitely some wobble on the car and in my head at this point. So where are we? 4:30, okay, let's move forward from there. Or not. The problem with Portimao is it starts you off so far back around the lap. Overall, still reasonably pleased with how many top 100s we made. Obviously normally you could spend so much time on them just trying to get even higher up that leaderboard and just trying to find those last couple of hundredths and thousands of seconds. It's an infuriating game, but missed the sausage curve just about. Movement over the crest there. Quick hands, good. Up on our split, 3.5 tenths or so. There's an apex there somewhere. Gotta get that turn in nice and early just so you catch the camera of the corner there, because if you don't get it you wash out and you're a goner. What's this going to do for us? 2:38, that's a good improvement. Too deep on the brakes. Okay, leaderboard moment, how much off am I here? Leader's doing a 1:44.6. What do we need to get in the top 100? A 1:46.4. We're on 1:48.2. Right. Is this fixed? Yes, it is. So there we have it. The only difference is me. So I need to go quicker. This one could be a challenge, even more so than the others. Oh mind you, that's an old time, so I'm on a 47.3, so that's not so bad I suppose. So I've got a second to find. But it's a long lap, so always hope. Too deep into there. Not the exit we're looking for. Scrubs all that speed off and then carrying it all the way up the hill. There's an off track. Okay. What I'm going to do, because my shoulder is now complaining at me bitterly, we're going to have one run at this, and if we can get anywhere near the 100, or if we can improve, we'll keep improving until we can't improve any longer. We'll see how far up we can go. So, corner speed is where this is all got to be made up, I think. Slightly better exit, I suppose. Maybe first gear is not the option now, so I'll just leave it a second and see what happens next time. So I'll split the sight here. Up by 4/10. One corner where we were struggling last time round. No. Probably take more speed through there as well, actually. Steering as early as possible should be an improvement, but how much? .178. Too busy looking at my position rather than where I should be braking. Okay, let's go for one. We can go quicker than that. We're in the 46s at least. Down the straights. Okay, brake nice and early. And run off track. Okay, one more. One more. This is gonna be the one. We can do this, we can make it. Change gear, of course. Brain's going qualify second for the hairpin this time rather than first. Just die, that's the problem. So I just need to be a bit more careful with my right foot. Still up marginally though. I wonder. I'll take it. That was an early turn in. Okay. Improvements maybe? So, won't be enough to get into the top 100, I don't think, but... or maybe it will. 90th. Well, there we go. So we've conquered several of them. It was a tall order. I was completely not expecting that, though. Okay, let's go back and assess where we were up to with this. So we didn't try Mantle Park, we were beaten by DTM, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 competitions in the top 100 out of 7. I think that's a pretty good result for the evening, I think, so yeah, pleased with that. Thank you very much for everybody for coming along and watching the stream and supporting us and making comments and things. We really appreciate it. It's good to have you guys interacting with us. We really enjoy your comments, and it's really, really good to have you on board with us. So thank you so much for that. Please do hit a thumbs up for this video if you have enjoyed it. And also, you know, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to the channel, we don't have subscribers here, we have teammates, so hit the red button, become one of our teammates, and we'll all go through this journey together and have fun together. So coming soon, we're going to do some events, so please stay tuned and check out our Facebook page, which is where our events will be announced and what we're going to be doing. So hopefully you can find some nice exciting events where people can join in and we can all have some fun and basically enjoy sim racing, which is what we love so much. So just want to say once again a big thank you to everybody who have got on board with us and supported us over this last few weeks and things. So excellent stuff. So thank you very much. We'll see you all very soon. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your evening or day wherever you may be, but we'll see you soon.